All right, and we are recording. So hello everyone. I stumbled through that. It's only been a week since we did this. I'm Amanda Sharp, the mom of the group, Aaron LaDuke, the dad, and AJ Lang, the young bachelor who has a lot to talk about today.
Oh yes.
I think we should just jump right into that topic.
Agreed.
Get it out of the way, and then we'll talk about Aaron's topic that blew my mind this morning.
Yes.
Okay,
So
update our viewers on what's happening in your young bachelor life that allows you to do something like what you're about to do.
What's it like to be young and free?
I know.
it's nice. So a couple days ago, I got a call from my grandpa saying, "Hey, I'm gonna be sailing my boat back up to Michigan from Florida. You should come with me." I was like, "Oof, all right, let's go." So I will be gone till probably about August, sailing from Florida. I want to stop in New York. The goal is I want to get off in New York. So hopefully we can make it to New York by August.
Just let that sink in, folks. Our AJ is just going to go sail the ocean.
What his job?
2 months.
Hop on a boat.
Just hop on a boat and sail the open sea. It really, I should say open ocean, but that's not like the phrase, right? Isn't it open sea?
Yeah, I think it's open sea.
So, but it's the ocean that you'll be in, not the sea, right?
Yeah. What is
That
that? Pacific Ocean right there?
We're going to miss you terribly. And maybe we can at least like hop on and do a couple podcasts when you're at port. Is that
totally?
Definitely.
Definitely.
Even just a couple. And they'll be AJ centered because Aaron and I will just be back in Michigan.
Right.
Just grinding.
Working.
So we're going to live through you for sure.
Anything, I could just send like little video recording updates. So if I
that would be good too.
Play them.
And then we could play them. Yes. That would be great.
Aaron and I can talk about them and how jealous we are of them.
Like, hey, don't you hate AJ now?
And for those listening, it'll only be a temporary hate. We love him very much. We'll just be slightly jealous during that time. It's so cool, and I'm so glad you're taking advantage of it.
Yeah, I had to. And like you guys said, now is the best time. It might not seem like the best time, but it is. I have nothing tying me here, no wife or kids or anything like that, so I could just literally cut and go.
I know. My mom and dad have spoken. Go, young baby, go.
Do it.
Honestly, if it wasn't for them, I would have said no. They convinced
Really?
me. Yeah, you guys convinced
Are you?
me.
Aaron, are you hearing this?
High five. All right.
I know. Let's expand on that. We've changed AJ's life.
How great are we, AJ?
Yes, go on.
Well, see, at first I was unsure because I was like, well, I just started up in real estate. It'll mess up my goals that I have for this year. And my mom was thinking the same thing. And then, I was talking to Aaron, and Aaron's like, I don't know, man, you should go. It's like once in a lifetime. It's when will you get the opportunity to go again, especially with your grandpa? And I was like, that's true. And especially when I talked to you, Amanda, saying, who cares? Real estate will still be here when you get back.
It's so true, though. It's been around for a lifetime, so it'll be there when you come back.
And you're delaying your start by like 2 months.
Exactly.
Your end goals, I guess, by 2 months, which is in the course of a lifetime. Time is your biggest advantage right now at your age.
And we lost a quarter of our life, as we were talking about earlier this morning, to the corona. A quarter of this year. So you got a lot to make up for. I mean, it made your business kind of just pause anyway. So it's the perfect time to do it and then just come back and go full force.
Exactly.
I feel so good that we helped him make this decision, Aaron.
I do too. Now, your mom, she was like, you need to stop listening to Aaron and Amanda, or was she like cool with it? I don't want to be your mom, but next time I see her, I don't want like those daggers.
No, she's
the
just
mom dagger
about business, like me not meeting my goals that I had for this year and all that stuff. And I was like, yes, but I have my whole life to make money.
You have your whole life to make the goals, is exactly right.
And the way the market's been, it being so hot with we'll call it 2 months, just a generous 2 months being gone. Dude, fall could be a rager too, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
So you could be coming back in and just everyone's got more work than they can handle, and then you're just scooping it up.
And I feel like I actually talked to a couple agents yesterday that might throw us some stuff too, just because they're so swamped right now. So swamped. So I definitely agree with you, Aaron. I think there's going to be just an extended spring season that's going to go into the fall just because our spring season was delayed. So
I mean, it kind of felt like it was here in January, and then it's like on steroids now. It's tough to be a buyer.
It is so, I feel so bad. Like right now, I think we all agree it's not even about us making a paycheck. It's these people need homes and they cannot get into anything. They're getting outbid and competing against 7 or 5 offers. And it's just, I've not experienced this in my career. So it's very interesting, and very well qualified buyers are getting beat out.
Oh, yes.
True.
Which is mind blowing to me. So yes, the market will be here when you get back, but this trip will not be. So I'm so excited, and we get to like live through him. So I can't wait to see all the videos and pictures and all that good stuff.
So can you tell us a little bit about the boat? Like how many people?
Yeah, so it's going to be 3 of us. It'll be my grandpa, my little cousin, who's 15, and I. So it'll be us 3. I don't know if my little cousin's going to stay on the boat the whole time because he has football practices starting up in July.
Oh, okay.
Oh, all right.
So I don't know. I do want to go to. I do want to sail through New York. So I do want to stay on until we get to New York. But that's really.
And then you're gonna be like, "Bye, Grandpa." No, I'm just kidding.
I live here now.
Yeah. Now, listen. Just because Aaron and I were supportive of this trip doesn't mean that we're not supportive of you. We're not saying we're supportive of you not coming home.
I'll come home.
We want to be very clear on that.
I mean, I think New York's a fine state, but I will miss you because that would be long term. But that still would be exciting. Just come back so we can situate you first before you go back to like leave us in New York.
I'd come home. Don't worry.
That's what he says now.
Yep. We're gonna get that text.
He's got it scheduled. It's ready to go out August 2nd.
He's like, I stumbled into a Broadway audition, and I live here now.
Or like his Tinder account just becomes so popular, you end up finding some lady in New York, and can you imagine?
Like multi-millionaire, like.
I was just saying, some rich bachelorette.
Yes, that's hilarious. Well, that would be fun and exciting if that happened, but like I really would like you to come home.
I could see AJ being like the trophy husband, whereas I'm like the participation trophy. So
stop it.
It's too good a joke. It's too good a joke.
AJ's like, I don't know how to answer this.
Step 1, don't agree. No.
Yeah, exactly.
Explain what happens from now moving forward. Funny. Well, I'm just so excited. Like, what a fun thing. I've never like even had to analyze if I would do that kind of a thing before, because the opportunities just never come.
Right. Yeah. It'll be interesting.
All right, now you're going to try to do any fishing, or you fish?
Probably. I mean, I'm not that good at fishing, but I mean, I'm always down to try to fish.
Are you bringing some gear? Does your grandfather have some gear? Or?
Yeah, some gear. I don't really have fishing gear.
It's expensive.
Okay. Well, you know what? Honestly, too, like saltwater gear is a little different than freshwater gear.
I didn't know that.
Oh, totally. Yeah, you need like saltwater fish will break our freshwater stuff.
Oh yeah.
Just because, yeah.
Interesting. Well, I mean, they're bigger fish, I would assume.
Oh yeah.
So, like our little, like Michigan fishing poles. I mean, I don't think it could. I just like see like a big marlin coming in or something like that.
Right. You got your little bait caster on your bass rig. And
aren't those the only big, like our only big fish in the ocean? That's where my mind goes. But there's probably little fish too.
That would be the only time I would land a big fish, is if I'm like, oh, I'll just use my little, my smallest rod. I'm not going to get anything. And then I get like a tiger shark and I'm like, oh man, what do I do?
The last
rod snaps in half.
Yep.
The last time I went fishing, the guy that we went with, we went to his lake house, and he's like, oh, you can't not catch fish. They're just waiting because people just fish and throw them back. So they're just waiting for that like food. And I was like, Lee, you don't understand. I'm a really bad fisher. Like I can't catch stuff. And so I literally would like sail it out or whatever it's called. And they would nibble my bait off and I would not get a fish. And it was, he could not believe that I could not catch a fish. I said, I told you, like, they just don't, you know, it's weird. I don't know. I don't want to like really get them off the hook anyway and throw them back. So there's that. There's a ginormous fly in the office right now. Do you hear it buzzing around my head, or is that just me hearing it? Okay, good.
Yeah,
It's like zzz, in
I'm
like
looking for it now.
I know it's big. It's like the size of this highlighter cap.
oh my gosh.
I know. It's probably been stuck in the office for 3 months and turning into like a turbo.
It's all it's done is worked out. It's getting its revenge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, it's been cooped up for 3 months.
It found the snack drawer and it survived on that.
Well, I did take all the snacks home because I didn't want them to go bad. And I like took everything out of the refrigerator and just turned it off because I have always worried about fires. And I knew the stuff would expire. But all right, so AJ, listen to this. Are anything you want to add to your
No, I want to hear what Aaron has to say.
Okay, so this is, and Aaron,
So no-
start it right back off.
So
how
no
you asked
pressure.
me the question.
So I was taking some buyers out last Saturday, so the 6th, and they were looking at a home downtown Monroe. And I'm coming over. The street name escapes me. It's not important. But I'm right by the funeral home, and I'm looking, and there's Elmwood to my left and Del Rio to my right.
These are apartment buildings, just so you know.
And I'm sitting there, and I don't know why, like, I won't say I was thinking about Marcus, but like the name Marcus like came in my head. I'm like, man, in 2020, I swear I went to an apartment at either Elmwood or Del Rio. Oh, sorry, 2000, not 2020. Now it's 20 years ago. I swear I was at maybe Amanda and Marcus's first apartment or Amanda's first apartment, and it was one of the two, Elmwood or Del Rio. And I was like, I've been meaning to ask Amanda about it. Like, in the year 2000, could we have met in the year 2000 at your apartment? Have you ever stayed at one of those two places?
So Aaron asked me, did you live in either Elmwood or Del Rio? And I thought he was going to like name like my streets that I had houses on. So for when he said Del Rio, I'm like, yes, that was my very first apartment. I moved out before I graduated. So it was just my place. And of course, Marcus would come over and stuff. We were together at the time. But yes, 20 years ago, I lived in Del Rio. So.
And we shared some friends that went to my school. You didn't go to Jefferson. I went to Jefferson.
Yep. I was at Monroe.
I was friends with a group that Amanda ran with. And I believe for like one evening, I was at your guys' apartment. I remember Marcus.
And he doesn't remember me, which funny.
Oh, I remember you as well, but I think I ended up talking to Marcus more.
Marcus is a likable guy. So this just blows my mind. AJ, we knew each other 20 years ago and didn't know we knew each other.
Didn't know it.
Crazy.
Went to your apartment one time, never talked to you since. Got into real estate, needed a broker.
And my name would have been Amanda Patrick at the time.
Right.
Not Sharp, so I don't know that you would have even had any like connection there prior to the Del Rio thing.
Right. It was just, I don't know. I don't normally go that way. And then you see something, you're like, jogs the memory. Yeah, I don't know. It was.
I'm just like mind blown. Like, so why were you over?
I was with probably Jessica Heggie and Amanda McCreary, who was really good for, I don't know, were you friends with Amanda?
Yeah.
The other okay.
Yeah. Through Jessica.
Through Jessica, right. And I was with that crowd.
I wish I remembered that moment. But obviously it happened because you can't make up stuff like that.
Did you have, come back to me now, I've been in once. Did you have a bedroom, but you had like 2 doors and they were like glass panels? I might be misremembering. I remember the doors. I think it was to a bedroom. Did your living room like face the bedroom?
In one area, yes. So how many minutes do we have left? Do we have a few minutes? Because I'll have to talk about my Del Rio experience.
We're at like 15 minutes, so we're halfway through.
I'll try and talk fast. So when you went into my apartment, you walk in the front door. It was like a wood door, I think. And then it was in the living room. To the right was the kitchen. To the left was the bath, like a mini little hallway, had a bathroom, and then the bedroom. The bedroom was probably like a 10 by 9. It was tiny, but this place was a dump. But in my head at the time, I was like, this is my castle. It was beautiful. I loved it. Like, it was your first place. Like, it was great. And it was on the 4th floor. So it was hot as heck in the summer. I went through one summer with it, and then I moved out after 6 months. I moved to like a house that had apartments in it. But so you had to like take 4 flights of stairs with groceries, had to go to the basement to do laundry. So like 5 flights to do that. Like, and I don't like to exercise. That's just silly. It's just silly. And there was the weirdest person who lived across the hall from me. And then next to him was the maintenance man, who was just as weird as the guy across the hall. But young me, like, I still can't assess a threat correctly. Marcus is always yelling at me. Like, he's like, Amanda, don't make eye contact with this person. But I
can't assess a threat.
I struggle. So Marcus is my like North Star when it comes to my threat assessments. And he told me they were weird, but it didn't matter. And the guy across the hall would like come and be like, hey, you want some chili? Yeah. And then the maintenance man, this is really dating me, did voice recordings on cassette tapes. And I used to want to be like famous, and I was like, yeah, I'll be a voice. So I went into his apartment, guys, and he locks the door because he says, oh, the wind blows it open. And we do voice recording, and the whole time I'm like, that's weird.
Wait, so the whole time just like, oh, that's weird, but you just continue.
I just stayed. Again,
can't assess a threat.
Didn't assess the threat as a true threat. And I mean, nothing happened, but it was weird. So, young and dumb.
What were the voice recordings?
Like, gosh, I wish I could remember. He had it scripted out and everything. It was like some dog. It was an adventure of this dog, and I can't remember exactly what my voiceover was for. Look
at you. Sorry.
You guys, it happened. This really happened.
We've got to find these tapes. Like, do you have a copy? You threw. I would probably.
Before I moved to Texas, I really don't think I have it still, and I'll never forget. He's like, "Oh, you have a name of a movie star. It's 2 first names, Amanda and Patrick." And like, he fed me everything I needed to hear. It was so bad.
Oh, that's like I just picture you like the voice of like a squirrel or.
I feel like there was like a detective. Oh my gosh. I really wish I could find that tape. I believe I'm 99.9% sure it's in a dumpster somewhere, or a landfill rather. But I'll look for it, because it would be, I know a box that probably would be it's in my attic. So I'll have to dig through.
That's hilarious.
I don't really keep a lot of things of my life. Like, I have a ton of Owen stuff, but like, sure. I just kind of gotten rid of so much stuff. Like, but AJ, don't ever get rid of your poster.
Oh, no.
Like,
that's going in my office when I move out.
Absolutely. That's a big deal.
We could hang it at our office in the meantime. If you want the Serenity office.
That's true. We've got lots of wall space here.
Yeah, wall space.
Minus once we do our post-corona
our boxes
of our face mask and stuff.
Wilma's still rocking the face mask in my passenger seat.
So cute. Wilma. But yeah, so I just find that crazy that we knew each other before we knew each other. But as I told Aaron prior to hopping on, like, he wouldn't have liked me if he would have like hung around with me. I was not like who I am today. Like, I was still Amanda, but I was very hard-headed and very arrogant. Just because of youth.
Likewise. Yeah, I think we met at the perfect time. I think we probably would have had a really awesome friendship for 6 months.
Yeah, right.
And then never again.
I agree. So very, very interesting though. It just shows like you never know like really like when you cross paths. Now AJ and us, it would be a little harder for us to cross paths because so much of our life he didn't even exist.
Yeah, I think you were born when I was at Amanda's apartment with Marcus.
Yeah, I was born in 2000, so yeah.
Yes, you were.
And that's an estimate. It could have been like 99, 2000, or 2001.
Well, it had to be
guess.
2000 because that was the only time I lived in Del Rio. So you nailed it with that. Nailed it. Because I moved out like in April of my senior year, and then I moved out 6 months later to my next place. So it was there was that.
It had to have been.
Window.
Okay.
Oh,
and then Stu, I worked with his sister. Jessica, right. So, but
I mean, this
I'm sure
is so big for it to be so small.
Yeah.
Well, Aaron, I know your niece. I went to school with your niece.
She was so funny about it too. She goes, "So I hear you work with my friend Andrew," and I'm like, "You mean I work with my friend Andrew?" Like and I got defensive. I'm like, "Do you have his phone number?" It's like, well, no. I'm like, I do.
I'm better friends with him than you.
Oh yeah, I was. Had to take Morgan down a notch. Just kidding, Morgan.
It's so funny.
But it's true. We're a family. I know you're family with your niece too, but we're a family.
Right.
No, exactly.
Are you family with him? No, but we are.
Exactly. Have you done cold calls on a Saturday with him? Because that's when you bond, is over cold calls.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And people yelling at you.
Is she going to Carl's with him at 11 o'clock today?
Exactly.
I don't think so.
And I shared a meal with you?
Yes. Has she shared a meal with you? I'm so excited to be able to support Carl's today. They've been so closed up for so long. And what's funny is we really can't like have a business meeting in the office unless we're 6 feet away, but we can go share a meal next door and have our meeting.
I was curious, do we each need our own table? How does that work?
That's why we're just meeting as a family.
Oh,
yeah, I think it's like as long as you just show up together, like.
Yeah, isn't that weird? So I go, we're just gonna have to play the game, and we go to a restaurant for our meetings from here on out.
I like food.
I love food, and this is a good way of supporting our businesses. Except it will be one light next week if we do it again.
Yeah, one light,
But for the experience and the stories, I think it's great. I'm super happy for you. I'm definitely excited. I'm afraid of big waves, so I probably would say no if it were me. But
yeah, fingers crossed. I don't know I went deep sea fishing once. So I've been in the ocean once, and I got seasick when I went deep sea fishing. So, but that was like 10 years ago. So we'll see.
Your body changes in 10 years, yeah.
Exactly. We'll see how it goes.
So, but you've been on a boat before.
Yeah.
Like for long periods of time.
Yeah, I stayed a week on the sailboat before.
And you didn't get sick?
No.
Okay.
I heard if you look at the horizon, it helps.
Yeah, because it's like stable. Because everything else is moving, the horizon stays in a straight.
Right, and that's what tricks your ears. Try that. I know you're limited on what are you bringing? Because you're pretty limited on space because it's a boat, right?
Yeah.
Hey, can you show our viewers, those who can see, your pants?
My pants right now?
Not your pants now, your pirate pants.
Oh, okay, yes.
I mean, your pants right now, hopefully are pants and not like just underwear, but.
I had forgotten about those. I'm like, where is Amanda going with this? I'm like, what did I miss when I was getting tea?
We added something to the schedule of what we're going to talk about today. Everyone needs a quick look at these. So if you're just listening to us, make sure you go to our other avenues that we record and post the video to, because you got to take a look at these pants.
We post on YouTube as well. So
yes, YouTube, Facebook.
So
looking good.
Are made from my friend's mom, Miss Williams.
They're custom built.
And
what did you just call her?
Miss Williams.
Oh, I love that you call her Miss Williams.
Yes.
Love it.
I love it. That's
And
cute.
she made these for our senior states.
So are they
Carlton
full
is
length
white,
or
but
are they short like pirate pants?
no, they're full length. They go all the
But
way down my leg, but
you could roll them up.
You
I
could
could
roll
roll
them,
them up,
right?
and they're super light. Like I don't, you can't really see through them, but they're really breathy, airy.
Is there a chance you get sunburned through them?
Ooh, good question.
I don't know.
bet they're not UV protected like
My only concern.
those swim shirts. Is that what those are?
I don't know, but I did buy a couple of
The
the
sun
shirts.
You get some sun shirts? Awesome.
Yeah,
awesome.
some sun shirts.
Oh, good.
We need a couple pictures of you in those pants, and I need to at least see one like with them rolled up, like you pretending you're a pirate.
And if you can get a parrot on the shoulder,
No pressure about parrot, but that would
seal the deal.
Seal the deal.
If you're at port and there's some old seaman there with a parrot, be like, hey bud,
Can I
I just need to borrow your parrot for a minute.
hop on, Pete. I need to Instagram this.
I really if you had more room, I would send you off with a parrot. I'd go find a parrot right now.
Even a stuffed one would be just perfect.
Yes, because you can't go on a sailing adventure and not take a pirate picture.
I'm going to be checking Instagram every day. What's your Instagram handle, AJ?
Yes.
So for anyone who wants to follow me over there, which I suggest everyone to follow me over there, it is Andrew_Lang_.
Let me think. That's good because I don't even know if I know what mine is.
Yeah, I
that old lady that goes, let me look. Where do I find it, AJ?
And if anyone wants to add me over on Snapchat, it is AJLang13 over there. I post there pretty much daily.
We gotta get Snapchat. You have Snapchat?
We gotta follow. Well, can you just send us the pictures like in our message?
Yeah, I'll send you guys the pictures on the message.
That might it'll be easier on like your mom and dad here. We'll be so excited. We'll be having like a 3-day conversation without you there. And then you'll be like, oh my gosh, they talk so much in the thread.
I feel like I'm going to get into port and I'm going to open up Facebook and there's going to be like 150 messages from you guys.
Yeah.
Just like, oh my God, I bet you he's having so much fun.
Are you safe? Are you eating? No sunburn, I hope. Wear your sun shirts.
No, wear those sun shirts. Yeah, what sunscreen are you taking?
I don't know. I need to go to the store again and get some. I forgot to get sunscreen.
Got to get.
Do you have like a wide brim hat? Now remember,
I like it.
Even though.
Ah, so cute.
Should I go get mine? Because I dress like a toddler when I go out in the sun. Like I have. All right. Well, it's not gonna look as good as AJ's. But I want to say this before I forget. Still do sunblock on your face because you get the glare off the water, and that'll burn you as well. I really I fear sunburn.
Do you have good sunglasses too? Because your eyeballs can get burnt.
Yeah, I have good sunglasses. My mom's like, well, don't bring your nice sunglasses.
So bring them.
Yes, I'm gonna bring them. That's the point of them.
Yeah, because I can't. Oh man, that's gonna hurt your eyes if you don't have eye protection.
Yeah. Definitely.
We're not trying to make this a chore for you. We're just trying to help you. And did you get your Dramamine?
Awesome. I like the Neutrogena stuff for the face because it's not oily.
Yeah.
If Neutrogena wants to sponsor our show, we can work something out. I'm sure our tens of fans are rushing to the store now to get Neutrogena for their face.
We're the only podcast out there saying Neutrogena sunscreen is the best.
Honestly.
We think out of the box.
I like it. It's less greasy. Yeah.
That was the only one I would use on Owen.
Yep.
When he was little. Because his skin was really sensitive and it handled it really well. Not saying your skin is sensitive, AJ. We're just saying that it goes nicely on the skin.
I'm going to buzz my head.
I was going to ask. That was the question before.
I'm going to go. I don't know how
got his drink. Because I didn't know if you were going to come home and it was going to be like my length.
Long flowing locks. Yard.
I have to even it out because the way I get it cut, because since I style it this way, this side of my hair is longer. So I have to it'll be about half the length it is right now.
Are you getting it cut by someone or are you going to do it yourself?
I was just gonna do it myself.
I mean, what do you have to lose? You're going to be on a boat.
Exactly.
Oh, man.
I know, but we can run a little over.
Yeah, we can run a little over.
Oh my, it's
This
yeah,
is a
it's
bon voyage.
farewell podcast, so
Right.
we're allowed to go a couple minutes over.
Oh yeah.
No, I kind of was looking forward to like your hair coming back like super long though.
So I mean, it'll be if I buzz it to half this length right now, it'll be probably like this long when I get back.
When you get back, how
Yeah.
is like bathing on the boat?
Ooh, good question.
You just jump in the ocean, all it good.
I don't know. I'll probably, so I know he has an outdoor shower, so we could probably shower. It'll be seawater, obviously, but you
Pumps from the water. Okay, cool. Well, better than nothing.
Yeah, and then he also has like a solar shower thing, so it's at least you can use hot water because it'll just be the sea.
Nice.
Nice.
Just a quick
All right.
rinse. Just a quick rinse makes a big,
Okay.
and you'll be in port like once a week, so I'm sure.
Yeah,
there's-
once a
They
day.
have showers there and stuff. Yeah, cool.
even if you're
This is
just
so
using
cool.
the beach showers.
True. Yeah, you want to get that salt. Yeah, you don't want all that salt water on you all the time. I don't think that's
Exactly.
You're
good.
gonna be so tan when you come back.
My hands, the sun shirt, I think comes to here.
But your face and your neck,
Don't forget
yeah.
the back of your hands with the sunblock either.
Oh yeah.
the back of the neck is gonna be.
True.
When Marcus
True.
came back from deployment, his neck was so dark. You know,
I
and so
believe
if he didn't have a shirt on, he like glue in the dark because he was so like white on his area that wasn't covered, but it was so dark from like you said, the hands down and that neck area in his face. It was, I didn't know a person can get so tan.
Mm.
I don't tan. I get red and then turn back to this.
I used to be super tan when I was a lifeguard. I was, outside
yeah.
a couple hours a week, but I used to get super tan. I miss it. Oh, I miss
Miss
being
the tan or the lifeguarding?
a little bit of both. Lifeguarding was probably the best job I ever had. I got paid there just to sit in the sun and watch kids swim.
That sounds like a sweet gig.
That does.
It really is.
I
Would hate to.
probably save anyone, so that would be a terrible job for me, but I would try.
Now,
I
did we-
had 2 saves, and that was when I was teaching kids how to swim.
He's like,
So-
I just had 2 saves. No big deal.
No big deal. No big deal.
Save 2 people's lives.
I'm a 2-star lifeguard. Do you get a star if you save somebody? Is that a thing?
No, it's kind of like,
You should.
I mean, I don't know. If you get a star for saving someone, it's kind of your job to do that. So, getting a
I love
star
it.
for your job.
I don't get a star for doing my job. No participation trophies for you. That's awesome.
That's so true.
I'm glad to hear that. Proud of you. I'm proud of you, man.
How old were the people that you saved their lives?
Well, okay, so it wasn't like full on like rescue mode. I was teaching them how to swim. So we had like a group of kids, and when you have 5 through 7-year-olds, you have to keep watching them while you're teaching them to swim. So every now and then you'll look over and there'll be one that's like, oh, no, that sounds bad.
Poor
That sounds
Amanda
bad.
kid.
That sounds bad. That sounds bad. But they'll have like a kickboard. We were playing this game with a kickboard. And so you have to watch all of the kids all at once. And
Right.
one did fall off of his kickboard and started to like drown a little bit. So it was like, it's instinct. You just kind of like grab him real quick, pull him up, and you're just like, you good?
You're good. You're good.
So that's the difference between like a lifeguard and the mom. Like I would grab the kid, but then I'd be like, "Are you okay, baby?" And they would bawl because I made the issue a big deal. Where you're like, "You're good."
Yeah.
Get back on your paddle.
That's one thing, especially when you're the swim coach and you're not the swim coach, but when you're teaching the lessons, you see that a lot with kids that just go underwater and they freak out. That's basically all drowning is. They just freak out.
Panic, right?
And the
Fair
goal
enough.
is to teach them not to freak out. So when if they fall off the kickboard, my goal was always to teach them float. So
Yeah, instinct. Boom.
instinct is to float, not freak out. So I would always teach them to not freak out. So when I'd pull them up, I'd be like, "You're okay. It's okay." Like I'd always be like, "Someone's here to save you, so don't freak out. Just lay on your back. Someone will get you eventually." Is the type of deal that I like to teach the kids when they start learning how to swim.
Makes
Solid
sense.
advice.
Makes
You know
sense.
So that goes. I did not just let some kid just drown. Like, okay, just to put that out there.
Right. Well, that's good advice. I think in life would be, don't panic. Just float. You'll get through this. Don't make a big deal out of
Just keep
things.
swimming. Just
A lot
keep
of life lessons.
Exactly.
Yes. What a way to wrap up a show.
Deep. This is deep.
It was pretty deep.
I like it. I like it. Well, I guess we should probably get it off. I know we went a little extra, so thanks for hanging in there with us, you guys. But now we got to get ready to go have lunch. Woo!
Yes.
I'm starving.
I'm hungry, but really, I'm just excited to see you guys
Oh, totally.
in 3 months.
I'm bringing
Yesterday.
I'm bringing a handkerchief just in case there may be tears.
There is gonna be a lot of hugging, a
Oh, yeah.
lot of hugging, and I'm gonna hug John too, whether he likes it or not. I'll respect the corona if he has an issue, but I doubt he does.
There's I think there was some study that came out that hugging is less you're less likely to transmit it through hugging, like handshakes are worse or something.
There we go.
So I'm comfortable with it.
There you go. I'm just gonna start hugging all my clients then.
Yeah, it's so weird because you want to like shake hands, but it's like
I know.
Hey you, bye.
My last appointment with somebody I didn't really know. I was like, there was a lot of like, and then
It's
we're
awkward.
like, well, thank you for your time.
Yeah, exactly.
It was, and we laughed about it at that point because you just don't know, especially with a new person, you can't gauge their
Right.
comfort zone with this virus. And I can't wait until we're done talking about the virus, but it's still going on. But all right, guys, any last moment thoughts?
Can't wait to hear the stories. Follow AJ on Instagram and the Snapchat. Probably not called the Snapchat, but
It's like
Instagram
the Facebook.
is Andrew_Lang_ and Snapchat is AJ Lang13.
follow him, like it, share him.
And when we post this, we'll put those links in there too. I think I can figure that out.
Links in the description.
Links in the description.
There you go. Links in the
Or
description.
at least in the comments. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, everyone. And we will probably see you next Friday without our sweet baby AJ.
But we hope to have a video update from him.
But we will hopefully
I have a video update. Hopefully, if I can send it out.
For sure.
That's fair. That's fair.
we'll pace them out as we get them so they can last the few weeks that you're gone. Or
There you go. Yeah.
at least 8 weeks probably that you're gone. All right, everyone. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll talk to you next Friday. Bye.
Thank you.